Hoot hoot everybody! Hoot hoot! I'm Vilhelm Vanderbos, the Noble Owl, and welcome back to my art stream. How's everyone doing? Can you hear me okay? I've been having a lot of scuff lately. It's getting a little worrisome. I'm not sure what caused it. It wasn't there before. But suddenly it's there now. Hi everybody. Volume is good, thank you. Thank you. Hoot 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 hoot. Who's here? I see Silas. Welcome. Elena, welcome. Mary, hoot hoot. And Lapis, hoot hoot. And Nyajime, hoot hoot. Lena and Nemuru, hoot hoot. Jennifer, hoot hoot. And Rat, welcome. Hope you had a good day. It's a pretty good day, I'd say. Yeah. Lala, welcome. Yeah, I've been having I'm not sure what to attribute it to, or what to do about it. I'm gonna make sure to update everything, and also not right before a stream, because I did get prompted to get like updated some stuff right before I started now, and I'm like, are you crazy? Are you messing with me? There's no way, like never. Okay, if you ever get into streaming of any kind, don't ever update stuff right before a stream. That is just a tip. It is not me telling you what to do, what not to do. It is just an advice, a little advice from this. Like, I've done it once in the past, long time ago, regretted it, and it's just like whenever I get prompted to update stuff right before I start, no, it's gonna give you scuff, almost guaranteed. The hoot hoot you say is a stim for me now, Will. The second one with the hoot hoot. Hello Ichigo, hello Chuman, Chumanalar. Sorry, I always stutter a bit. Did anyone not get a hoot hoot? Did Lapis get a hoot hoot? Must have gotten a hoot hoot. You can still do it, but yeah, chances are quite high that you might reap instant consequences. Yeah. But yeah, I have no idea why. Like, most recent scuff, the study completely gone. I started and then it was just completely gone. I had nothing. I tried to find it, I couldn't. No idea why. As you see, the study's back in the background and everything now, but it's just, huh? Why? Anyway, today we're gonna be drawing some stuff. I'm gonna be working on my entry for my own art challenge, the Owl Switch Sides art challenge. Now, I cleared out everything in order to try to figure out my whatever was scuffing up. I really need to sit down and talk with the stream setup a little bit, so we are on the same side, even though the current challenge has nothing to do with being on the same side. There you go. Yeah, that is the current art challenge, and your objective is to draw a character that is typically, let's say, a good guy, a good on the good side. Turn them to the bad side, or the other way around. If you know a villain character, draw them good. What would they look like if they're good? So for me, even without considering all the whole situation with the new Avatar: The Last Airbender movie, I immediately thought, like, who's the goodest boy ever? And that would be Aang for me. He's just very much about being correct, being on the good side, but still also being very young, and having gone through quite a lot, being the last of his kind and everything, last of the Airbenders. Chat, it's frozen again. I thought it. I don't get it. Really gonna have to sit down and have a talk with everything. It was working for a while, right? Surely. Didn't used to do this. It's still there. It's still for what? YouTube, are you being are you haunted again? What the? It wasn't frozen, or was it? Oh my gosh, I have no idea anymore. You know what? I think we can just go into the art bit. Well, I'm just gonna show you my merch. We have merch now. My first produced indie merch. You know what? Chat used to I know what it is. I know what it is. I know what the problem is. The chat was a bit strange for a while. It was a bit strange. It would have a huge like space from the bottom. Oh man. They fixed something. Blue. How about this? Yeah, okay. Now that's the whole chat. That's the full chat. Bring you back here. Something like that. Man, what is going on? I'm gonna blame this on the tubes of you. Oh, great algorithm. You changed something again, didn't you? Yeah, I see you. Oh well. Thumbs up for the great algorithm just changing stuff from one week to the other. Thumbs up. We absolutely liked it. Sarcastic thumbs up, everybody. Like sarcastic like the stream. Hello, Neko. Welcome. All right, so we have merch. Did you guys see that? Did you see the merch? Look at the merch. It is my first indie produced merch. I've not partnered up with anyone to do this. I looked up a good place, a good store to do this on, and I now have produced my own merch. Great job, algorithm. Thumbs up. Great job. You're doing great. You're doing great. So yeah, we have merch. Plumi is surely happy to tell you about it, right, Plumi? Watch
I don't know.
There you go. You're talking at least. That's good. That would be the other thing that would be scuffed up, right? Well, I'm sure you can do it. Would you do it for a Plumi snack? I mean, there's a Plumi plush badge. Surely you want to talk about that.
Bill has physical merch now. Check out the link in chat.
There you go. Quick and easy. Nice and efficient. Yeah, we have merch now. There is an acrylic standee that has two sides to it. You see me on the front. I will look my best. Let's see. Let's put on the cape. Whoa, there you go. You have me on the front, and you have Evil on the back. So it's 2 for 1, essentially. The idea I got was that if you put a mirror behind the standee, you see Evil reflected in the mirror. Oh my gosh. Big Plumi brain cell moment, right? There's also an acrylic keychain with a rose gold, a little star-shaped carabiner on it. Nice and cute. It's a good size. The actual store page has a nice reference. If you have like a credit card or just like a normal card sized, you can compare about how big it is. There are sticker sheets. There's a matte or glossy sheet with 12 stickers, I believe it is. Yeah. That are just like, you have a little chibi me, you have Plumi, you have the pendant, all the things you would find on my channels and streams and general lore and all that stuff like that. The hoot as well, and a smug Bill face. Hello Joey, welcome. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like the merch. And then of course the Plumi plush badge. The Plumi plush badge, it's nice and squishy. I showed it off on the hand cam before. So you want to have a look at what they are like. You can have a look at me actually showing the merch on hand cam. This is not any kind of pre-order stuff for people that were around during my Globy times last year and the year before that. This is not a pre-order kind of deal. It is out there and it'll be produced and sent your way as you order it. So Yeah, all of these are also sent worldwide with tariff-free shipping. It is not the usual worldwide shipping costs you 25 bucks and up automatically. No, there's actually a cheaper option. Most countries, not all of them, but most countries have an economic standard and the whole DHL worldwide shipping. So have a look at it. It might take you a bit longer to get, but it'll be cheaper. You also don't have to pay any custom any duties on the upon entering upon receiving it in your country. So it's a good deal for, you know, or just worldwide shipping. I personally find it quite affordable, and I thought it was a really good deal looking around and everything like that. And yeah, check out the store link. It's pinned in chat now. And yeah, I would appreciate it. Now this is all my merch, so everything you do will go towards, you know, the channel, paying the maintenance of the paying maintenance for the mansion, you know, all this stuff. Getting some new yarn for crochet stuff. I'm gonna try to do crochet next Monday. I want to do that again. So yeah, thank you all so much. Thank you, Plumies, and everyone that's already gotten the merch. I really appreciate it. It helps out a lot, and I'm happy that I'm able to bring you merch again. No problem, Kat. Thank you for dropping by. Hope you have a nice day. So with that said, I will go into drawing a little bit. All right, let's see if I can find it. There we go. Fumi, you might want to be on my shoulder for this one. If you wanna. There you go. You can swing on my ponytail as well, that's fine. Okay, so I was working on a picture. I was working on Aang, the last airbender. In an alternate future kind of a way, based off of this show. I haven't seen the new movie or anything like that. It's a bit of a shame of everything that's been going around it, both the decisions and the whole spreading around, but I'm not gonna get into that. I haven't seen it yet. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Hopefully it'll get a nice opportunity to be shown in the movies or something abroad, but I don't know what the decisions are gonna be like. Let's see, challenges. So the idea is that Aang is Aang in this point in the original show. In the original show, he was like avoiding the fire. He was because fire wiped out all the airbenders. The Fire Nation attacked, right? So he had a bit of it's quite the reluctance, even though he didn't mean to, a bit of resistance to learn how to firebend. Let's see. No, that's definitely not it. So, but because of the terrifying, destructive potential it has, even up until the end of it all, I don't know if it's anything new covered up on that. I haven't read the comics. I should read the comics. Up until the end of it all, he learned how to use fire and accept fire in order to become proper avatar. But he was still very wary of it. This one is more kind of like if he accepted it and just became, you know, it almost like allowed for the destructive force and the kind of sense of revenge for all the airbenders to take him over. So this is kind of the idea behind my drawing. And I chose Aang because I couldn't think of another character that was, you know, so good and pure and kind of really tried his best to live up to all expectations. Hello, Silver Comet. I saw the leak as well. I saw Aang in the challenge and dropped in. Welcome in. I'm Vilhelm Vanderbos, Noble Owl. I'm an artist and cozy gamer. Occasional cozy gamer. I'm mostly an artist now. And yeah, we're doing monthly art challenges. This art challenge is like specifically for this month, when you turn a bad guy or an evil quote-unquote character good, and the other way around, you know, you flip sides. So basically, firebenders used their flame to destroy his culture, and now he seeks to do the same. Yeah, because fire burns even more so with more oxygen and air, you know. So he's basically just exacting revenge on everyone, like, essentially, yeah. I would hate to see it because I really like Aang, but that's the idea behind my picture. Hello, Milo, welcome, and Freya, welcome. So Silvara was asking before what I think about playing a horror game. Don't care much for it. I have played horror games. I don't think I've played on stream, but I have played horror games. I don't really care much for horror games. I'm sure there would be some interest in seeing the cozy gamer play a horror game, but I don't know. It's not very cozy. I like this place to be a nice place for people to be able to drop by and you know, kind of catch their breath and take it easy. I feel that if the like horror games tend to not be very cozy. I'm gonna do this time around. Been meaning to. That's pretty good. Hello, Ciel, welcome. So we got a lot of stuff happening here. There's a gradient map, there's some effects happening. I just gotta go back to grayscale and tune some stuff up a bit. I think I will just take this into the base one. What is going on? Where is everything? Where do I have everything? I need to find my layers. I'm actually using layers in order to show the end idea that I had, you know? So I've just been using layers here and there. Let's see. Okay, good. This works, and I'm actually gonna turn this flame into like just a bit of white effect. Is that the whole flame? No, it's not the whole flame. I'm just wondering where the flame is. There it is, okay. How should we go about this? I think we're gonna do this. I'm just gonna work on the details on him. And I'm gonna need a little bit of more, like, not necessarily very uncozy music, but I'm gonna need a little bit more speed on mine. Yeah. I wouldn't be able to mod a horror stream. I get too creeped out. I getcha. So, like, we're not gonna do that, clearly. I don't... Last I played anything horror, my reactions were quite limited. I'm either anticipating it. I'm either anticipating the jump scares and stuff like that, and I will get jump scared at the, you know, sudden, unexpected stuff. I remember last time I played a horror game, I got super jump scared by a door closing, like by the physics engine. Can you guys hear me okay over the music? And are we gonna flock in? I kinda need to, because otherwise I'm not gonna get the picture done in time. Yeah, so deadline for this is next Friday. Next week, not this Friday, but like next week Friday. So I kinda need to really make sure I get this picture done. Oh my god, yeah, like I opened the door, you know, I was playing a game and just like opened the door and was looking around, and then the door for some reason kind of bounced back and was closing in, and it came in from my peripheral vision. That completely freaked me out. But then the actual monster showing up or actually losing multiple times is just like, that didn't because it felt kind of expected. Okay, so we have some parts of his outfit here that is there's a little bit. Some doors do be scary. It was just the fact that it comes in, like, kind of creeps in a bit from the side of like, your peripheral vision. You're not used to it, you know? That's the creepiest thing. I don't remember if I played... Did I ever play a horror game? I don't remember. I don't think so. There might have been some kind of horror segment in some games that we were playing, but like Lethal Company, technically. The Witness. Oh yeah, that was a horror. That was a horror, if anything. I agree. Reading my mind with that one, Miri. That game is creepy. It was fun. It was fun. I had a fun time with The Witness. I'm glad, like I was saying before, I'm glad I was able to show you guys kind of my thought process and stuff. Alright, I'm gonna need to... Let's see, what am I doing with this? Where are we? Where are we? Where is your sword? Lifeline had some horror elements. Yeah, the communication was the real horror in that game, though. The tongue twisters. Say after me. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Good. Okay, now next one. The boot black brought the blue boot. How was it? The boot black brought the blue boot back. That's the one. Good. Okay, now try this one. What was it? Peter Piper had a Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. A pack of dang it. A pack of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers, how many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? I need to have the headset and lock in for that one. Haha, you blew it. Lifeline. I'm so glad we played Lifeline. It's so funny. But it's left core memory. Hello, Joanne. Welcome. I thought it was so funny. Again, thank you so much, Nyajime. Thank you all the Bloomies for leaving comments. I believe Harrier left comments on watching the VOD as well, of like timestamps and comments on each. It was really fun. It's really nice to see that. Vilhelm is still one of my favorite things ever. Nyajime said like, because I actually slammed my desk. I actually slammed my desk on Lifeline, just like, you hear my teacup like cling. Vilhelm starts yelling at Rio. It's on the Discord. It's on the Discord on the Vil clips. If you're not in the Discord and you're curious, here's the little link.
We have a Plumie community Discord. Use the invite link that got posted in chat to join.
Aside from comments and content that I do and that you guys partake in, the Discord is also a place for creative endeavors. Generally, Plumies help each other out. We have Plumies of art prowess, of all kinds of different art prowesses and practices even. Most recently, we opened up a channel for how do you say, like fiber arts, meaning, you know, knitting and cosplay and stuff like that. So we have some cosplaying Plumies as well. Oh, this one is darker. Those clips are amazing. Honestly, I had a lot of fun with Lifeline. I knew of the game already. I knew it was going to be a fun time. And I wanted to show you guys as well. Luckily, we got the permissions towards the end of Globy, so I could do it. I've been waiting for a long time to do that. Because yeah, when you are in a corporate, I used to be in a corporate VTuber, and because the corporation closed down, I was still allowed to continue doing what I do as me, that you guys got to know me as during my time there. So it's you need a lot of permissions to be able to do things, especially when you represent the company. Honestly, you need to look into permissions when you don't represent the company and you're just independent as well. But you know, that's a whole different chapter. You have the end user license agreement in every product, every kind of thing that you do. So you need to make sure you read that, and so that you don't misrepresent the product. One that I am very sure a lot of people kind of might do wrong with is that with a lot of games you're not allowed to use your stream of the game to promote anything else. So if you have sponsorships, you cannot bring those up when you're playing those games. You're not allowed to use their product. That's kind of their terms on letting you play their game. For instance, I had a lot of those kind of conditions on certain games that I played, but that goes for everyone also. Yeah. So if you have, like, I don't know, a pretty common one is like G Fuel, stuff like that, you know. I'm not sponsored and didn't take that sponsorship, but that one is just very much like you cannot be selling or talking about any kind of sponsorships that's outside of the game that you have. Does hand-sewn stuff count as fiber art? I would say so, yeah. Because it's the fibers you're using are in the thread that you're sewing with. So yeah, there's some felt as well. Felt projects. So yeah, definitely. It all kind of started more so because of the crocheting. But you know, knitting and any kind of like sewing and everything like that is quite adjacent to it, so all good, I would say. Poor teacup from my me slamming the desk. Yeah, poor teacup. It understood though. It kind of woke up. It's just kind of like, what's going on? What's going on, Bill? And then just looks at the screen and just like, oh, Lifeline. Oh, I understand, buddy. I understand. The teacup, you know, the arm, the little it just extended its arm and tapped my hand like, you know, an understanding nod. It just came to life, just like Beauty and the Beast kind of thing, and it just kind of like, are you okay there, buddy? That's, yeah. Oh, thank you, Tiap. That's rough, buddy. It's that understanding nod, you know? You guys know that one. It's just kind of like, yeah, it do be like that. All right, cool. Yeah, Lifeline is bought. We have the full series that I played. It's for those that don't know, sorry for not explaining it earlier. Lifeline is a game from, what was it, early 2000s on the PlayStation 2. Because the PS2, I had actually forgotten this before, like I realized, you know, everything that was Lifeline and all the things, that the PS2 actually had USB ports. And I believe, like, you use the USB ports, I guess, for games like for the peripherals, right? Everything that was, I don't know, what was there, like SingStar, Guitar Hero, stuff like that. But so Konami had this idea that you could connect a headset. You could connect a headset to it. So they made a game that was voice controlled. It was a game that was completely, I would say completely, but mostly, except for some menu inputs and stuff, voice controlled. And the setup is that you are like you're like a survivor of an alien attack in a space station. You're kind of there to celebrate, like on a space hotel even. You're kind of there to celebrate Christmas, and then it gets attacked by aliens, and you got away with an injury, and you're like inside of this kind of monitor room. So you're just kind of perceiving like the main character that you follow through monitors, and then you're just talking, giving her commands and stuff, because she can't see a lot. She can't see in the dark, for instance, and you kind of help her out. Super fun idea, but they trained the audio recognition. They didn't train it enough. They didn't have enough like audio clip to compare with, and I believe it was trained in Japan, so you had probably had a little bit of accent and pronunciations, kind of messing about with it too. So it's sometimes the commands are just completely misunderstood, which makes for quite a frustrating gameplay experience, but a really funny stream game. It's really funny. If anyone ever asks what they should do in another kind of streaming environment, or someone else somewhere else, you just say Lifeline. They might resent you for the rest of their streaming time, but you're gonna get a really fun set of streams from it. Yeah, you can find the previous streams on my channel. They are there. They're actually, I put it as a part of like where to start if you just followed me, what streams to watch, and it's definitely up there together with Undertale and that we played through as well. Hello Z, welcome. Something feels a little off with the pen pressure. Let's see. Did I do something about this? Did I do something with this? Na, 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 na. Brush density. Brush size? No. Strange. Oh well. Have you ever played Deltarune? No, I haven't actually. Hello, Silent Story. Welcome. I have not played Deltarune. I did not find gameplay of it as I haven't really looked into it much. Like I've considered playing it, whether or not it would be like I play it for my own, like on my own outside of streams, or actually streaming it. I would believe people would probably want to see me stream it. I'm just not that big into turn-based combat. I believe that it has. I believe that it definitely carries the vibes and the story, the same kind of story and everything in there. I like how Undertale combines the whole, like, you know, the bullet hell aspect of the turn-based combat. But I'm not gonna like I won't like write it off or anything. Like I won't play it or anything like that. There might be a time where it makes sense for us to play it. Deltarune has that kind of system with the bullet hell stuff. I've seen that it does have some bullet hell stuff. It just has a little bit more turn-based combat to it. Which of course makes sense because of the obvious kind of Mother or Earthbound inspirations. That is in Undertale as well. But honestly, if it has the same personality, I don't think it's like, like I said, I'm not gonna write it off to not play it ever, because it's still very curious to me. Like I would really like to experience it sometime. I'm just mostly about drawing. Are the chapters actually still coming out? I thought the last batch of chapters with 5 of them would be all of them. Is that not the completed game? I had no idea. I just assumed. It's not complete yet. Oh my gosh. Okay. I thought that, you know, the delay, the release on the Switch and everything would just kind of mark that, okay, well, I got the game done completely, so here you go now. You get the full game. But, oh, there you guys. Unless I slept through a chapter. No, I'm sure. I believe you guys. Chapter 5 is coming out after. Okay. Interesting. There's a lot of cool games coming out this year as well. Generally. I'm looking forward to Moonlight Peaks. I'm looking forward to... oh gosh, I always forget the name of it. Are you kidding me? Witchbrook, thank you. Thank you, brain. I want to call it Spellbound, but that's the wrong game. I think it changed name at some point, which is why I'm always so like unsure, insecure about what the name is. Right now, I'm enjoying Tomodachi Life. I'm enjoying Tomodachi Life. We played the demo on a members only stream, and we're gonna continue seeing what the people, the little me's of my island have been up to next Friday as well. This Friday, with the members. Tomodachi is a lot of fun. I've deliberately not shared too much so that you guys get the little reveal of like the islanders on Friday. But then after that, I might just go ham and sharing more of what's going on. I'm not sure what the limit of how many me's are allowed to be to kind of be added. I know that they said that they're allowing more now. Like pretty much you can just go ahead and add more. So we might think of some new ones to add as well. 70 after they go like, oh no, yeah, go ahead, add more. Do you get more island? Surely you get more island for them to live on, right? Get more island to build. Yeah, that has been a very fun game for the Plumi Party channel, just sharing stuff that's going on in that game. One island per Switch profile, yeah, but doesn't it get bigger? Surely it gets bigger. I mean, everything about the game tells me that they're probably using the same engine that they use for Animal Crossing. I think that was Unity based. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, I'll be honest. The thought has struck me too to remake some stuff. I mean, you can make your own tiles, right? Yeah, that's a really fun creative game. It's a kind of a similar kind of game as almost as Stardew, but as Animal Crossing in that you create the little extra of the content, you know. Yeah, thank you so much for making me into a little me. It's so cute of you all. Thank you so much. I'm working on finding a good spot in the day to play the game, because it really does, like, the time just passes when you do. It's very well designed in keeping you busy, because once you're done with one character, another one wants attention. So in that sense, it always gives you a way to get more money as well. And if no one wants anything, you can just force feed them. And then they'll get a little happier, or maybe find out what they like for food, and then you can and then that is, like, you know, you get a little money from that too. Yeah, it's so cute. The guys draw the plumey corns on me as well, and yeah, the knitting set. It's so fun to see. They got the knitting set from people as well. My soft brush is not as soft as I remember it. Maybe the density needs to go down a bit. You wanna... There you go. Try this. Probably better. Okay, so we got... So what I'm working on here is, like, there's a bit of dark in the middle. It's a bit darker in the middle, and it has some bright edges, so it kind of bring in the light of the fire behind them. We're just gonna indicate a little bit more what's going on here. I'm not gonna add too much on him. Let me look at what Aang's outfit actually looks like. Aang, Last Airbender. Posted the latest project. Nice. Chat stuck again, really? That's happening a little bit too much now. It's happening a little bit too often. How is it stuck again? I don't get it. Boot. No. It's the same thing that we had from the other side. It's the fact that I adjusted the chat. Man, don't... You're getting me worried. You throw me off my groove. Sorry, you threw the streamer off his groove. Sorry. You made me lose my groove. All right, let's take care of this already. Let's take care of this. Done. Alright. Bruh. There you go. Good thing about this arm in the back is that we don't really need to indicate too much of it, so that the shape is actually super correct, because it's gonna be like covered in flames. So if we do it kind of dark, we can just get away with covering a lot of stuff with the flame. You know, gotta work smart. I'm gaslighting myself now. Please, someone say hoot in chat. I just need to know that it's working. Thank you. Toot, oh my gosh. You maverick. That was not what I asked for. Oh my gosh, it's not working. It's wrong. Everything is wrong. Oh my gosh, the sassy hips. Look at these hips. Cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha. Better fix it. You guys are never gonna unsee it. Even as a bad guy, Aang is very honest, because those hips don't lie. Yada-da-da-da-da. Yada-da-da-da-da-da. What am I talking about? I'm never going to unsee it. That's fine. He can slay. He's probably slaying more than just the general ambience. You know what I mean? With the kind of vocal fry I can get with my voice, sometimes I'm able to do a pretty decent Zuko, but I don't know if I could nail it right now. Avatar the Last Belly Dancer. Oh my goodness. It's a dance off. And all of a sudden the break dancers. The fire, the poi dancers, the poi dancers attacked. It's not Sozin's comet, it's Slazen's comet. Yeah, we got it. The story just writes itself. Now we just need the music to be a little bit more like, you know, to be have a little bit more beat to it. Honestly, wasn't there like, I don't know if I'm gonna get flagged for this, but I know there was lo-fi Avatar music. I just don't remember who did it because it needs to be the certain person. Was it Lo-Fi Leah? Because you know, if it's not stylized enough, the music, then it might get flagged. Or it could be no, it's not this one. Or the other, like, Game Chops maybe. Yeah, there we go. Avatar and chill bending. Use policy. Offered for use Creative Commons, music tracks in our videos. We actually give credit to the musician and the link back to our upload. Okay, fine, fair. We got this. Let's do that. Yeah, a little bit of Avatar. Let me put that on the stream. We need to comply with these permission things. You can't just go on there and think that you can just use anything willy-nilly just because it's uploaded to YouTube. Let me put this in on the Avatar Lo-Fi music by Game Chops. Game Chops are a pretty good channel. So let's put that the link there. Done. And they also want credit to the actual musicians by Game Chops. Composed by Done. This is how you do it, and then if you still get flagged or anything, you can actually change it. Avatar and chill. You guys tell me if the music is okay. Hello, Harrier. I agree. You may want to have the terms of your use and everything available easy enough. Bit loud. How's that? All right, let me do this. How long is the playlist for? It's about 40 minutes. That's pretty good. I don't know if I've heard this one either, because I might have heard the old one. This is apparently a new one. There we go. This song you could totally belly dance to. Are you kidding me? Speed it up a bit. As someone who casually plays fighting games, I'm quite excited about that Avatar fighting game that's coming out. It seems very combo heavy, which is usually not my cup of tea, but I love seeing anything new Avatar, especially used in such a good way. Shall we bring back the question if anyone wasn't there last time to answer it? What element would you be bending? Realistically, keep in mind that doing the special bending is very difficult. Water, yeah, okay, getcha. Earth. I would probably be earthbender, personally. The colors, they just vibe with me. I've also gotten very, like, grounded kind of personality in most kind of, like, you know, what element are you kind of deal. So I believe I would probably be an earthbender as well. I am already symbolically in the show. I'm that owl. The owl in the desert. Fire for me, gotcha. Based on Iris' description. Yeah, I mean, all the elements can have devastating consequences in itself, you know. The elements, they are what they are because of it. But fire can be very nurturing. The hardest part to beat, I haven't played the Avatar DS games. I remember starting up, like, I can't remember what. The owl. Oh. That's right. I would be the hardest boss in the game. I would most likely fall underwater. Then you get wet. I'll give you a towel. Okay, so you would be a waterbender. Cool. You know, the part from Korra when they kind of bring back the airbenders, there's this one new airbender that, you know, kind of ends up being the first one. Tenzin is very excited about the whole premise and is teaching them the traditions and everything, right? So actually one has to shave his head, or one shaves his head. Last I cut my hair, you know, or rather, you know, the V2 cut my hair. The neck is a bit shorter than I'm used to. So there was some cold wind and I just felt a chill in the back of my neck, and I'm like, oh, that's totally like that airbender guy. Water for me, literally grew up by the sea. That's so nice. And hello Blaze, by the way. Earth or fire too, probably leaning to fire. Ooh. For element, I would be an airbender. Nice. I like the water. I like the water. I would probably. I would want to be a waterbender. But I am probably in all kinds of. In all kinds of aspects. Otherwise, I am just I'm an earthbender. You would think airbending because I'm an owl, I'm a bird, but oh, let's see. I think my tracking is a little bit off. There we go. Maybe this works better. Yeah. Oh, I saw someone timestamped when I got the question who my favorite character in Avatar: The Last Airbender is. Ground owls are a thing. That's right, burrowing owls. That's very true. Also, birds are like owls are not birds of long or of like far flying distances, so it would still work. It would still work. Still with the hips. Okay, let me have a look at his outfit like I was gonna do. Let's see. Aang, Last Airbender. Whoosh. It's very Shaolin monk, so probably this here, and then these kind of the robes on top will stick out a little bit more. There you go. This kind of making it look like it's kind of angled in a similar way to the rest so that it doesn't break up the pattern too much. Volume still good? Nice, thank you. Oh. Did you know that Avatar The Last Airbender was going to be called Avatar, but they couldn't do that as the name Avatar was already trademarked for the Avatar movies already back then? The first Avatar movie came out in 2009. Uh-huh. Yeah. Avatar The Last Airbender, though. Okay, fair enough. It's actually around there, around the same time. Interesting. Well, it worked out. Since, you know, now it's just like a series of things. No, I believe it. James Cameron is fast at doing that stuff. James Cameron already had a lot of success in terms of the movies that he produced and everything, so I'm pretty sure that he kind of already was looking at ways to getting this product. It's clearly his like magnum opus of movies right now because of all the parts and everything. I still haven't seen the second and was it maybe third movie because of the straight up commitment of time they do. Hello, Diane. I'm sorry to hear. I'm sorry to hear. Hope you'll feel better in a little bit. We're just taking it easy. We're talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender generally. Hope you feel better soon. Maybe Evil will wanna say something to make you feel better. Maybe Evil will wanna. Let's see. Evil, do you wanna say something to Diane? No, go away. Ah, well, I tried. I tried. Alright, I think this is pretty good. I'm not sure about this hand now that it's covered up like this, but yeah. Oh, please, Evil. What if I tell him that I'm like dying? Would I get him? I don't think so. I can try. Diane says that I can read chat, you know. No, I don't think we're gonna get him out at all. We're lying to him. I think he's still a little. I think he's still a little angry after the last time when I was sassy towards him. Oh, really? Evil Mayoshi. Also, I'm kind of like, really? That's pretty heavy. I hope things work out well. Evil does not respond well to you know, any kind of, you know, making feel guilty or anything. It's just not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Friend said you should get $1 million for your art. Oh, I'm willing to accept $1 million. I am willing. Thank you very much. But you know where that $1 million could go to otherwise as well, aside from my art? It could go to my new merch. I have new merch, everybody. Did you guys know? It's pinned in chat.
Vil has physical merch now. Check out the link in chat.
Imagine how many standees you could buy with $1 million. But yeah, we have an acrylic standee that has Evil on the back as well. Speaking of Evil, he's represented. Don't say that too loud. I did not ask for permission. I took a sneak picture of him with my portable magic device. He didn't know. So let's see. That's why he's backwards. You know, it was because it was He was on selfie mode or something. We have a sticker sheet as well. A matte sticker sheet or a glossy sticker sheet. There's a cute Plumey plush badge that's very soft, very good for stress relief, or also generally cuteness aggression relief. You can just squish his face. It'll just go back to normal. You might not want to squish too hard, but still, it's very squishy and cute and soft and everything. So much recommended for a bit of like, you know, kind of if you need to keep your hands busy with something, you can squish Plumey's face. And we have an acrylic keychain as well. Nice, cute chibi art by Rato. That is also part of the sticker sheet, along with Plumey. 2 straight up kegs and 1 wonky keg is very important that it is that order. My logo, my teacup, my arms. You're never unarmed ever again. Always carry an arm with you. Just kidding, don't. Smug me and then hoot and a hoot. There you go. Oh yeah, the era of unskippable ads is here, is upon us. I have a track record. I have a reputation to uphold. Recruiting a new Plumey, hey! Ooh, what's going on here? There we go. Oh yeah. Angst. Okay, pretty good, pretty cool. Very cool. What is this? Where are you? What are you? What are you? A Plumey sandwich. Ah, okay, everybody. Hold on to your feels. Mm-hmm. 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 Too late. Ah, oh no. The lyrics, oh no. Everyone's crying. Okay. It's a lovely song, but it's quite emotional. I don't think we have timestamps. Yeah, we got timestamps. Where are we? We are 2055. 2055. Leaves from the vine. Okay, next one. It's this one, then it's Firebender Training, then it's Agni Kai. It was, oh, is this Uncle Iroh? The music is. The music is. Hello to Marinara. No, you don't have to feel bad for that. It's not, everyone hasn't watched it. I watched it very late, personally. It also took me a while to really get the whole hype, honestly. I'm gonna be like that as well. But I think it's because the first season was a bit experimental in a way. They were trying out a bunch of different animation stuff and everything like that, but the characters were being established pretty good. Already by the end of, by the second season, I was very invested and very much in it for sure. It's pretty good. I really like it. Ultimately, it's like the whole trip, the whole experience is just amazing. Really well done. You must remember your training, Prince Zuko. Got it, uncle. All right, let's put in some color on this. A little bit of color, at least on his outfit. Needs to differentiate from the rest of the flames a little bit. We need a little bit more red and orange, a bit of yellow. A little bit of yellow. Heath from Voltron? Really? Dante? No, it is not. Only in the new movie. Oh, really? In the Voltron movie? Or what? Or in the new... It's not Dante? In the movie? Wow, 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 wow. They're older with different voice actors. What are you talking? Yeah, okay, so you can't do that to me. You can't do that to me. It was Dante when he was... I almost said a wrong thing. It was an old flame. He was just a... When he was old. It was still Dante when he was old, wasn't it? Ooh. Agni Kai. I'm excited to watch the movie. No. Oh well. The Rip Jake Long, American Dragon. I hope so. If anything, I hope that they still manage to do it so like me living abroad and everything. I just wouldn't want to see it in the movies. Let's see if we can probably like, yeah, we can probably just put like what do you call it, like a radial blur in the middle here. Blah. Going outwards. Is the resolution too big? It's smooth. Yeah, resolution is a little too Clip Studio's not liking this. I mean, I get that. What was it? I'm sure Toph's voice actors wasn't the same. But in Korra. Yeah. Oh, Kate Higgins. Okay. I know that name. Done a lot of voices. Let's see, what color should I give him? It's red and yellow. The voices will likely fit. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. I do. I'm not gonna be anti it. Which song is this? Secret Tunnel? Yeah. Might want to go for orange, honestly. Not bad, though. I might want to swap the colors. We'll see. I don't think I'll put any color on his skin. It feels like it's much better to just kind of, yeah, the whole like almost ash gray like this. Let's see. I'm gonna try putting orange on this. Not bad. Probably more like this. But I think the opposite might be better. We put it on this. Yeah. Yeah. Where's your color? I don't know. Biddy. Why is... Oh, that's why. Let's see. Grab this red. Usu, okay. The things on his arm also need to be colored. Not sure what to do of them. Red, maybe I'll vary one after the other. And this part here as well, that could also be orange, just to kind of bring the orange back. I don't know what other colors does Aang have. It's usually just these plus, let's see. Bit of brown, but otherwise it's very much like this. He also has, oh, I'm completely forgetting the airbender tattoos, how they go all the way onto his arms as well. That I can bring back. Wait, what's going on? Okay. I just realized that the airbender tattoos go all the way on his arm again. I completely forgot about that detail. So we're gonna be able to bring back the arrows on his arms as well. Oof. That's gonna look so good. We're gonna hurry get that in there. What is this song? Okay. Yes, symbolic song, everything, but kinda not letting me concentrate properly. Let's do another 20 minutes of this. Chill bending, it's called. Let's bring this one back again. The last chill bender. Not sure about this one. Not sure about this one. Maybe it should just be. Maybe it should just be orange. Hi Munshiro, Mr. Owl, Mr. Welcome. How are you doing? What is going on? There you go. All right. We'll keep it like this. I think it works out. Could also be a little bit more yellow. Maybe. Okay. I'm gonna bring in those tattoos. They're really cool. Do we have a good reference? Okay, there you go. Use these. All right. We'll make them just as edgy as this top one here, so it's gonna have... They go up until here. I'm really always impressed what good coloring can do. It looks like it really is glowing. Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of trickery to making things look the way like this. Also, it's about balance most of the time. I would say it's about balance of getting because you could overdo the glow, and then if everything glows, nothing glows, you know? Like the 4 elements. All about balance. Yeah, you have elements in a drawing as well, you know? You have composition, you have the coloring, you have light and shadow. You need to... Mastery of each is difficult, and you can definitely deliver a good looking picture by just using one. You know, there's artists that are very good at just doing a lot of lighting on there, making it look really impressive by framing a picture with light. But ultimately, it becomes a bit limiting when they try to leave their comfort zone. I feel very, very limited when leaving my comfort zone. That said, I can speak like I'm some kind of art sage, but I struggle too. Just because I am aware of these things doesn't mean that I can just execute my art plans like it's nothing. It just really lets you, makes you a bit more aware of it all. So when you're trying to evaluate yourself whether or not to do certain things, you might take more things into consideration. Things like tangents and composition and things play a really important part in building a picture up. But I make my mistakes as well. To admit you're struggling makes you more like a sage, in my opinion. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, I have my struggles with art as well. I'll just try my best. I don't know if I've drawn a picture like this before, but just kind of envision it and then try to trust in what I know in order to make it happen. There we go. Ayo, nice. Bring this tattoo back here. And bring it, like, pull it back to his back or something like this. So I'm not gonna color. The thing with the glow, the red glow, is that I'm not gonna color this arrow, these tattoos. I'm not gonna color them red because I want the core, the base of it all to be the glow, the part that glows the most, right? So it needs to stay the brightest possible, And I will instead, the things I will do though is maybe, let me just copy this layer separately, because I'm gonna erase a little bit around the elbow to kind of give a little bit of like an effect of, you know, depth, like it's sticking out and then going back. So I'm gonna erase a little bit at these points here where it's bending, bending, and then I will use a glow effect of red that kind of goes around it more so. That's how I did with the other one as well. And this one is like I do one stroke and it barely does anything, so going back in with multiple ones is what's gonna give it the glow, see? Kind of following the pattern a bit. And gotta be careful to not overshoot it. I'm gonna have to erase a little bit of this at the bottom as well, because the clothes are supposed to be in front of it. Then we got some arrows in there. But like I said, we need to erase a bit of this, because clothes supposed to be in front. Alright, now we get fire effects. I kind of want to do something with the background, but the backgrounds kind of always fall in a little bit lower priority. Let's see. What can we do with the background? Darken it a bit. We need to kind of want to indicate a little bit what's going on in the back. So for a moment, I might just do this. Can I maybe turn off the gradient map again? No. I said no. I said no. Okay, you know what? Thank you very much for the lo-fi, for the chill bending. But we'll go back to my for the last little bit, I'm gonna go back to my All right. No means no. Exactly. No. No means no. I'm that worm again. Our worm, you know? Have it here somewhere. There it is. This is me right now. No. I'm just gonna indicate a background a little bit. I'm just gonna indicate a background. Like, what is it? Like volcano, lava, like pointy rocks, right? Pointy rocks. There you go. And then there is lava, so that part is gonna be nice and glowy. It's also going to cast a little bit of glow on the rocks, so I'm going to need to probably indicate a little bit of like structure on the rocks. I'm going to blur this so you're not going to see like the how quick and how quickly it's drawn. We're just going to do a little bit of uneven surfaces to kind of indicate that there's a little bit of, you know, stone and kind of uneven stone catching light, you know, catching light. Something like this. All right, good, good. Do a little bit of a. Okay. Just a bit darker. All right. The sky, I already kind of did like a speed run of the sky. We can probably rebuild it again if I just grab a bit of the darkest tone that I had, and then I just kind of went in with a light stroke, starting from the back, doing a bit of like uneven kind of cloud, you know, kind of just essentially doing, we're essentially going to do this multiple times, you know, because you could just draw it like that, you know, you just do a bunch of uneven cloud formations, and the next one comes on top, and the next one is on top, like that, so that we get, and the closer you get, the bigger they are, so it kind of does the, you know, furthest back is very small. This already gives this kind of effect of from the back just kind of growing in size towards us, right? But since I just kind of want it to be a bit of a background, we're just going to grab light strokes on that one, and then come back in on top of it, and doing light strokes on top of the already existing ones are going to make the clouds kind of blend in. And then we do another one on top of it, like just make the brush a bit bigger, and then do last one again. You might want to grab an even darker one for this one. There are brushes for clouds and stuff you can use as well, of course. Now this would be easier to create the effect of if you do it on separate layers, but I'm just I'm kind of doing it a bit hurried, I suppose. You can also go back in and add a little bit of light on it from the bottom, but I'm gonna see. Let's compare to what I did before. Has a bit more patterns to it. I see. Okay. That works out. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just gonna. I'll try it with a new layer. See if I can do some patterns on this. Like, I'm not entirely sure this is gonna work out. I'm just kind of like, I'll usually think to myself, if I were to want to draw a specific thing that looks like this is how I would do it. And then I just try to, you know, I can't even trust the process because I might not have done it before. But at least I've drawn enough and done similar things to at least have some kind of confidence that it might work out. I'm gonna use a bit of smudging and blurring on this after, because we don't want these very sharp lines in our background. These are already a bit too similar to each other as well. I'm gonna want too similar stuff happening. A bit hard to avoid, I suppose, but yeah, it's okay. Now we come back with a bit of a blur on the top part, mainly, not the bottom one. We kind of leave the bottom one a little bit sharper. So we just go up on the top. Make sure to just barely touch the bottom so that it's just, we're just blurring the top of it. Taking care to not overshoot the edge. Unevenly as well. So some parts look a little sharper than the others. That is deliberate. Alright. Good luck with class. Ish. All right, let's see. And that looks pretty good. Let's bring back the rest of the. Ooh, that's a start. I'm not sure if we had anything else, honestly. Let's bring back Ang. Okay, cool. All right. Want to bring Ang. I want Ang to be a little bit more of the focus, so. We're just gonna do this. And also something that is that contrasts something as bright as like a soldering flame or lava kinda needs to be like the contrast creates this, makes this, like his hand obviously is not this dark, but because it's glowing from the fire we're gonna put on it, it's kind of makes the hand look very dark if you were taking a picture or something. So, but because of that, I feel that this kind of the ground he walks on next to the lava is probably looks very dark on the edges like this. It's kind of the same kind of, we're indicating, what's it called, HDR, I think it is, or I'm not entirely sure. HDR would kind of work against this, but it's when you try to take a picture of the outside a window, or someone standing by a window. That's more like it, right? You try to take a picture of someone that's standing by a window, and you end up with a silhouette or a very bright window. We bring back the this, and we already have a little bit more of an interesting background happening. We can probably just blur this. We can probably just blur this. Where are the rocks? Yeah, these. Yeah, you guys just get blurred. Not radial blur. We want Gaussian blur. Can't tell if it's doing anything, but oh, this, it works for the lava. The lava's getting the effect I wanted. Dun, 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 dun. Ah, this one is a little bit of a troublemaker, I see. Got you. All right, gotcha. Okay. What else we do? The wind effect. Kind of liking this one better, but even though it's done a little bit more sloppy, it's probably better. Oh, wait with that one. Fire. I had some fire effects happening. Oh, these are the arrows. Good. Might want to blur those too, actually. Blur. What happened to the fire effects I had? Did they disappear? I drew a flame and everything. This one? Yeah, there you go. Here it is. Overlay, huh? Oh! Oh. That was a happy... Oh. Happy accident. Oh, goodness. It was a pretty flame. Good job, past me. Holy hoot. Man, that's okay. I see you. What does this look like? Alright. Try to recreate that then. It's just grayscale too. Okay, okay. Kind of hard to make it look as proper there as well, but I can probably use a little bit of black to bring in the fire effect. A bit of unevenness. Maybe not too much either. And this was a add glow, and this one is an add glow. There you go. There you go. All right. What are we missing? I would say I'm missing a little bit of light from the flames. The flames don't feel like they are there because they're not casting any light on Aang. I wonder if I can just use the gradient map that I already have there by just putting some white specific parts on him. It works a little so-so. So I don't think we can use this. I think we'll just put this above, and we're just gonna use some of this kind of really bright yellow to bring in a little bit of flame. It should really cast more on him too, but it's tricky. It might disrupt the fire effect already though, because this should technically cast more light than it is because of such a bright flame, but then it kind of makes it look a little bit less that he's evil and whatnot. So I'm gonna play into the surrounding kind of contrast excuse for this. Rule of cool and all that stuff, even though this is hot. It's more hot than cool. Alright. Put a bit of fire effect there, put a bit of fire effect on the clothes here that he gets warmed up by this, and you're kind of selling the idea that there are really bright flames there. This is behind them actually, but you know. Like this, I believe. Alright, okay. Question is there anything else we can do in the background? Make it interesting. I caught a photo of lightning once, and that was not me being incredibly fast with the trigger with the camera toggle. I was smart and clever about it. I filmed it during a very busy thunderstorm when it was just coming down all the time. I put like the slow motion filming or the really high frame rate filming, and then once there was one, you could just kind of scroll back and catch the one frame. It was really interesting to see how everything kind of just shapes from like it's almost like the top and the bottom connect they meet at the middle rather than, you know, it's starting from the top down. to put some more in the back as well, because thunderstorm is seldom that local that it'll just happen where he's walking. Even though if he's causing it, then that's just more attribute to his power, I suppose. But like I said, there is a thing that is making something too glowy, so we gotta be very careful with not overdoing it. His flame is the main thing after all. If we do anything that takes attention away from it, then that's not how it works. Blur. Brood it. I like blurring stuff. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty happy with this. Where's the wind effect? Thank you, Zidri. Wind effect can just be subtle like that. Nice. Okay. Where is that? This one is very fitting of Avatar. No, I don't want to put another layer on this, so I think we're pretty good like this. I'd probably use a bit of the brush to just give those clouds a bit of texture. There we go. This lightning bolt might actually benefit from being a bit like in front of everything instead. Master of all elements. Gonna get rid of this tangent thing here. Huh? Oh, that's the one that goes on top of it, huh? Yeah, that one. Got you. Away with you. Done. Alright, cool. Bring everything back again. I had ideas of flaming rocks like miniature comets and stuff, but I think it just gets too busy if we do. Fire is pretty cool. It looks like it burns even hotter than, like, it's brighter than it actually is, because we drew the hand like essentially almost black there. The contrast makes the flame around it look much brighter than it really is. Yesh, okay. It's a nice spot for me to sign my picture right down there. But this is pretty good. I'll look at it again later, see if there's anything that I would like to add to this. Well, I like it. I like it. It's pretty good. I like the shadow in front of him and that the lights is everything around him otherwise. He still got those hips that don't lie. Da, 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 da. Can we just center his head? Yeah. Pa, 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 pa. So. I'll sign it for now. Yeah, I think we're good with this. I'm trying to squint and see if I can read the picture what it is, and I think it's alright. There are a couple of things that are a bit confusing. I can already kind of do a little bit of critique session for my own sake. This part here is a bit confusing still. It's a little confusing. Might have been better to have the other hand in front or do something here, or, you know, kind of have it here instead. Fire there, bent there. Might have been made more sense. Might have created a bit of a better thing like that. The problem like with here is that there's a lot of brightness happening in the back, plus the hand as well. So you're not entirely sure what's going on. Maybe it would have been better to have the hand in front of the cloth, or maybe cut the cloak here so that the hand gets to be featured in full. But I don't think it looks bad anyway. Those are kind of things to keep in mind for any other project I make later. This part is kind of empty here as well. It's kind of empty, this part here. So it's not really doing a lot for the character. So at this point, maybe it would actually be better to kind of bring the, like, close it up and center him better. I'm trying to do that with a big canvas, and it's not liking me for it. So this now kind of creates less empty space here. There's also a tangent happening with the wind. Tangent is when you have a long line or a long shape of sorts, and then another shape takes over the same line, so it guides your eyes a little bit, makes it a little bit confusing, because you see here now this this part. Oh, I'm trying to draw here. There you go. This part of the wind effect essentially creates this kind of like, you're not entirely sure what's happening here. A good way to get rid of that is to essentially just change the shape of this I will call it a skirt, but it's like of the rags, right? You kind of change the shape of it. You paint over it like in a different direction. Just adding something like this, and kind of already will break it, but I think the best thing would be to just kind of be a bit more conservative, or rather not do that many bits of cloth. Same on the other side. Like I said, this is kind of hard to really read, so best would be to just kind of not have this piece of cloth here and show his hand in full instead. Yeah, the hand makes like he's stepping forward, which is pretty good too. Thank you, Stitcher. But yeah, it's very much true. That's kind of the idea I wanted, is the fact that he's not just standing there. Because if I wanted to stand him there, I'd probably give him another pose, like he's actually prepped for this. Was kind of an idea that he was walking towards you. But we would either need more to like, see the legs to really get that full idea. The other thing with the composition, right? Let me just save this before I change it too much. Like with how him not being centered, making him centered makes it a portrait. You know, putting him center mass works for like a card illustration or something like that, because it's very much portrait. He's like the center of it all. You could also, using rule of thirds, put him somewhere like there, which makes rule of thirds is essentially what you do when you take a picture with using the grid on your phone or something. So you could put him a little bit on the side with making this looks like a greeting card. This looks like one of those like Valentine's needs to be in Comic Sans, right? Get it? Get it? If you're your last heartbender, means that you're their last love. You will grow old together and everything. There will be no other loves. This was not what I meant to do, but it makes for a really funny thing. So what I wanted to show with this was that I did not, that one, me neither, but it just happened. These things, they just write themselves. So what I come back to, Avatar The Last Airbender. Avatar The Last Heartbender. Basically, if you use like rule of thirds, right? Then it means that you, on every part, or like this is, I'm approximating quite a lot because this is by no means actual thirds, but it tends to look like this on your phone, right? So the idea with the rule of thirds is that you put something, you try to put the horizon line on either of these lines, because these lines are what captures something interesting. And if you really want to focus on something, you make sure to put those things on either of these corners. So for us, his face is there, and that already kind of pulls attention to it. So in order to kind of make this composition make sense, you would need to, fill out the rest of the background all the way. You put some other interesting stuff here happening in order to make this kind of composition make sense. Maybe something here like a crumbled, I don't know, like the Fire Lord's, kind of castle or something. Who knows? But then you would need to fill out the rest of the background to create this kind of a composition that works in the rule of thirds, which is having him on the side, because otherwise this part was just very empty, So you gotta continue the idea and then put something interesting maybe on this line here somewhere. But yeah, with that, it's really coming together. I think so too. I don't know if I'm gonna do a lot more on this because I feel like it's plenty done as is. I would play the wind effects, might need a little bit of a touch up, but otherwise I'm pretty happy with how it looks. I feel like I turned evil. All in all, I'm pretty happy with this as an entry. Depending on what it is, right? Depending on I challenged myself definitely in doing the pose, the character, and doing the composition, making it make sense. If this were something that was supposed to be printed on like a big poster, or it was a commission or something like that, then yes, there's a lot of things that would still need a little bit more touch up. It makes sense. Angry, angst, exactly. But for all intents and purposes, this works really well as an entry, in my opinion. And I learned a lot from this as well. Angry. Angsty. Can we get a color that makes sense come back there? Sure. Sure. Okay. I'll leave it at that for now though. Thanks everybody for keeping me company. Let's go back to the study. Time for me to switch sides. Ha! Ah! Hootsu, everybody. Hootsu, hootsu. We made it. It's the end of the stream. We got a picture done. Hootsu, hootsu. Plummy's glowing. Absolutely glowing. You're glowing, Plummy. It feels pretty good. Get the picture rounded up like this. Like I said, I'm gonna come back at it, look at it a little bit if there's anything that needs fixing. I've not merged everything. So if anything needs to be touched up, I can probably go back and do it. But I'm pretty happy with how it looks. I've hit save. I'm gonna export what I have as well already. Angry, there you go. Yeah, I've seen a lot of really cool entries. I've seen a lot of cool entries already for the art challenge. I'm really happy for that, because with everything that was anniversary prep and everything around that as well, with the merch as well, I wasn't able to get a video done for this challenge. I'll try to be a bit more ahead of that for the next one. But I'm pretty happy with everything else that we got done. The lore video, thank you all so much for the views, for the lovely comments, and for liking it, everything. Yeah, I made a new lore video. Much thanks to the art by Harrier Citadel. That was initially a gifted comic in the beginning of the year, but now wait. It's gotten voice acted, it's gotten video edited. Probably my biggest, probably my most ambitious kind of like editing that I've done to make a motion comic. Never done a motion comic before. Prison Wall, yeah. Prison Wall. Harrier Citadel did a really good breakdown of all the parts in there. I feel like she caught a lot of the things that I did for it with the editing and everything. So that is on her channel. I recommend you looking up the VOD. There's a lot of good commentary there. I feel like captured a lot of the good things and the things that I try to do, even if it was subconsciously or not, because a lot of the terms I have no idea. I feel like it's also the way I do with art. I don't know all the things. I just kind of feel like this looks good, this works, something is missing. Prison Wall, best alchemy ever. Prison Wall. Yeah, that's a good one. So I'm really happy to have that lore video done. And then of course the merch. Super happy to have the merch. If you haven't seen the merch, it's just gonna pop up right here. There you go. Boom. We have some merch. This is my first indie produced merch. This is my first indie produced merch. We got the acrylic standee that makes a comeback. It's the key art that I had, that we had from in Globy. Of course, getting to keep my IP also means that all the other licenses and everything that was done is also mine to use. So this standee made a return now with a bit of a twist. I put my own little touch in there, in the fact that evil is printed on the other side, so you get essentially 2 for 1. The idea came from that it would be cool to, when I realized I could print on both sides, because the first standee that was made just has a white background, just as a white back. The fact that if I printed evil on it and you put the standee in front of a mirror, you would see evil reflected in it. So yeah. The base also has 2 sides. It's one with and one without the logo, so you can just display it however you feel like it. And aside from that, we got the acrylic keychain, nice and cute, with a rose gold star carabiner with it. It's lovely chibi art by Rato that we got done. That's the art that went on into the throw pillow before the end of last year. Sticker sheet, 1 matte, 1 glossy, with 12 different stickers. 12 stickers. They're not. There's a double hoot and there's a double normal keg, and then there's a wonky keg. You only get 1 wonky keg. Good, you say, because I was wondering why it was what you were recognizing the standee, or you mean the chibi keychain? Yeah, we got the chibi. I had the chibi done for the throw pillow, but the art is just so nice that I feel like it belongs on more things. So I made a keychain for it. It's at the very least a keychain. Can't wait to cover my water bottle in Bill stickers. That's a capital idea. It's not like I also covered my water bottle in Bill stuff. Yeah, for sure. The star and the keychain, how cute. Yeah, the rose gold works really well together with it. It's on 2 sides as well, the little chibi. And yeah, it's just a little star carabiner. I wasn't sure how the shape would work out, but it's worked really well. The top part of the star is what kind of locks into any keychain or anything else you have, so it works pretty good. Key ring, I mean. And of course, last but not least, it's you got the Plumey plush badge, which is a nice and soft badge. It has a bit of, not sure what is in it, but whatever it is, it's prime, squishy, soft jelly. Nice jelly-filled Plumey plush badge. It's really cute. It's really, like I was kind of how do you say that? I was playing more with the squishy face of Plumey than I thought I would on the hand cam when I was showing it. It's very good for a little bit stress relief, and also cuteness aggressions that you might get from cute Plumies. Everything shipped with affordable duty-free. I said tariff-free because that's the general term now, but duty-free shipping worldwide. So yeah, if you're interested, I feel like this was a pretty good deal, both in terms of a combination of the objects, the items, pricing, and the shipping. So you can go check it out. The link is pinned in chat right now. Otherwise, it's also printed on the image here. It's acggoods.com/store/Vilhelm Vanderbos. Much thanks to ACG Goods for just the opportunity to be able to publish something like this here. Plumey pin is as fluffy as Plumey. Yeah, it's plush too, so it really feels soft on top. Everything is really nice. Yeah. And that is the merch. That is the merch. You will get a little bit of unskippable ads of me talking about it because I'm happy to have gotten it all out there. And it's a pretty good one because you don't have to pay. And if you live in Europe, in the European Union specifically, you don't have to pay VAT either, any VAT taxes. That is, it's not VAT free for America or the UK, but duty free, which tends to be the thing that makes import cost a little more. And it's also not the kind of 25 and up dollars worldwide shipping regardless of what you order. It also kind of scales with what you order, so it starts below $10 actually. So yeah, check it out if you're interested. I would really appreciate it. All purchases and every earnings we made also goes to, you know, upkeeping the mansion, keeping this going, helping the channel. So I really appreciate it a lot. There are multiple ways now to support the channel. One is to buy the merch. The other one is just being on the streams, spreading the word about the art challenges, spreading the word about every fun things that we do together. Leaving comments, I really like those. Thank you so much for the plumies that have watched a VOD and then leave comments with timestamps of like, you know, oh, I like this because like retroactively you get to be part of it, you know. I read it, I watch it, and I relive the moment with your comment as well. So it really works. It's really nice because for all I feel and how I see it, you're kind of retroactively part of that moment even if you weren't in chat, because I get to hear your opinion about it. So it's really nice. Thank you so much. Niajime, you've been watching Lifeline. Hope you keep enjoying it. And yeah, everything else as well. Harrier, you left a comment as well watching the VOD of the merge reveal. So it's like, that's really nice. It really supports a lot. You leave a comment, which also kind of makes the actual video or VOD relevant again. It's a really good way of supporting the channel. Thank you so much. Another way is, of course, being a member. Being a member, all the earnings from that also goes to everything for me to keep doing this. You guys help me, help support me continue doing my indie work, my indie streaming, my art, everything. So thank you all, alchemists. Thank you so much. Look forward to Friday when we're gonna play some Tomodachi Life together. We have one members only stream every week. And yeah, of course, aside from the alchemist membership, you have the sugar plumies. I don't know what happens if I push that button, so I'm just gonna bring you guys in automagically. That's how we do it. It's not automatic, it's automagic. There you go. Sugar plumies is a membership of the channel as well. Monthly pay, just like the alchemists. They do pay a bit more, so in that sense they also support me more, so they become a bit more of a sponsorship. Plumies, and they go with they get the same content as alchemists, but they also get a personal thank you every stream at the end of it all. So yeah, let me take a moment and thank them. I wish I could do some better avatar inspired voices, but man, I should have prepped my Dante Bosco voice for this. I'll try later. Joe Hughes, thank you so much for being a sugar plumie. It helps a lot and it means a lot. Thank you. Mary Mage, thank you so much for being a sugar plumie. It helps a lot and it means a lot. Thank you very much. Natsu, thank you so much for being a sugar plumie. It helps a lot. It means a lot. Thank you very much. CL Silverfang, thank you so much for being a sugar plumie. It helps a lot and it means a lot. Thank you very much. Milova, thank you so much for being a sugar plumie. It helps a lot. It means a lot. Thank you very much. Burb Kai, thank you so much for being a sugar plumie. It helps a lot. It means a lot. Thank you very much. Micah, thank you so much for being a sugar plumie. It helps a lot. It means a lot. Thank you very much. Neko, thank you so much for being a sugar plumie. It helps a lot and it means a lot. Thank you very much. Estefi, thank you so much for being a sugar plumie. It helps a lot. It means a lot. Thank you very much. Lapis Dragon, Thank you so much for being a Sugar Plumie. It helps a lot. It means a lot. Thank you very much. And Nyajime, thank you so much for being a Sugar Plumie. It helps a lot. It means a lot. Thank you very much. There you go. Yeah, I'm able to do this, to keep doing this, to be here past 2 years and still do this thanks to all of your support. Oh yeah, thank you everybody. It helps a lot and it means a lot. Whew. Let's see, is there anyone streaming that we can raid into? The Fire Nation attacks. Is there anyone that we can Fire Nation attack at? Otherwise we'll leave it there. Okay, let's see. Let's see. What you doing? What you doing? Oh, come on, YouTube. Play nice. Really, you're not gonna let me? Okay. Oh no, he's stopping stream. We're gonna lose the raid battle if he raids us. Okay, well, Kowaku's rounding up stream, sadly, so. I will send you guys over to Captain Camille. Camille is he's playing a cooking game, so you might end up a little bit hungry. We haven't talked about food today. That's really tough. That's really tough with that is really tough in Tomodachi life. How tasty the food looks. Sorry, got distracted. Okay, let's go. Raid message. Hoot hoot, dropping by some hungry plumies. What's on the menu? Oh, it's gonna be that one. What's on the menu? There you go. All right. That's the raid message. Thanks so much for today. I had a fun time getting the picture done, and yeah. One of the other ways to support me as well, which has been a new thing for the past month or so, month, is Archie Taxi, and that makes a comeback on Saturday. Everyone that was kind enough to donate during the Archie limo, you're gonna get your plaque also with the thank you for the 2 years, like we did. And we're gonna continue that, do the backlog, and then it's gonna be Taxi again. Crazy fast Archie Taxi. So look forward to that in the weekend. And next stream, otherwise for members, is Tomodachi Live on Friday. See you then. Catch me on the Discord. Take it easy, everybody. Stay lovely. We say bye bye, bye 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 bye. Bye 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 bye. Yeah. Stay lovely. See you again real soon. Doei doei. Dag. Fijne dag verder. Fijne avond. Doei doei.